January 3, 1944. Dear Mom, I now have the results of my academic studies. I wound up with an 89 average. I was rather disappointed as I wanted to make at least a 90. I came fairly close, though. They made the average as 79.5 to get out of here. Boy, there are a heck of a lot of fellas staying back. I'm going to primary school this Thursday to a little town named Dos Palos. I guess the place is darn nice, though. It is near Fresno. I have a buddy there. Gee, it seems that every place I go, I know someone. We're just hearing lectures, taking physicals, preparing for departure. I probably won't write any more till I get to primary. Oh yes, I received my presents. They were swell. My bracelet was swell. All of the fellows were receiving them, and I really like it. I have to get a few links taken out. I will have to wait till later, though. I went to town again this week by myself. We were cruising along when, bang! We hit a big milk truck. It hurt both men in the truck, but none of us were hurt. We got off and thumbed a ride to L.A. I got there about 9. I got me a room and called up Jean. I went out to see her and her girlfriend. It was so late that we didn't go anyplace. We listened to the radio and danced the old year out and the new year in. They fixed me a nice meal about 1 a.m., then I went to my room. I slept till about noon the next day. I called up Jean. She said, "Come out and we will do something." We took a bus to the foot of the mountains and we climbed them. It was a small mountain, about 1,500 feet. There was a big cross on top of it. We took some pictures, too. We had a lot of fun. We had a picture taken of our squadron. I am sending it home, so be on the lookout for it. I have a lot of letters to write, but I am going to wait till I get to primary before answering them. We will be flying PT-22s. They are low-winged Ryans. We are supposed to get 60 hours in primary, and we also solo there, too. I hate to leave this place in a way, but darn glad to get out of here in another way. Well, kid, take it easy, and be watching for a letter from me in Dos Palos. Yours, Jim. January 8, 1944. Dear Mom, well, kid, here is the boy in primary. This place is heaven. We live in an isolated field way out in the desert. The camp is so nice that there wouldn't be much reason for leaving to go to town. The town of Dos Palos looks like a poor imitation of Diller's Bottom. Our living quarters are swell. Gee, this is undoubtedly the best place I have been. We eat in a cafeteria, and boy, the food is swell, too. All the milk you want and all the food you can eat. We will start flying Monday. We're going to fly PT-17s. They are a Stearman 225 horsepower engine job. We will get 60 to 70 hours here. They really teach you to fly here. It is very lax here. Hardly any strict discipline at all. I think I should be able to save and send home a lot of money. Well, some anyway. They have a big graduation dance here for every class, I guess. Good deal. They have a class book with pictures of all the men and instructors. Yesterday, we got our ground school books and our flying suits, sheepskin jackets, and sheepskin flying boots, helmet, goggles, woolen sweater, all the flying equipment. I guess it gets cold up there. We will fly open cockpit ships, so I guess it does get cold. Only about half of the fellows in our Santa Ana squadron shipped out. They were held back by grades and military reasons. Take it easy, kid. We'll write more later when I find out more. Yours, Jim. January 14, 1944. Dear Mom, well, kid, I finally have found a little time. We have about half an hour a day for ourselves. By the time we wash, shave, shine, brass, and shoes, we have no time left. We have no study halls over the weekend, so I will take care of a little letter writing. Well, I have tried my wings now 3 times. The first time up, We did a few maneuvers, and I got sick as a dog. Did I toss my cookies? The other 2 times I was okay. I might make a pilot yet, I hope. The ground school here isn't too bad, though. The other day I took a shower and was drying off. I backed into a heater. It burnt a beautiful little red line on my tail. Wow, boy did the fellas get a kick out of it. What did you do to get extra money from the government? Tell everyone I said hi, and take it easy, kid. Tell Sis I said, hiya, sissy. Remember, while you are freezing, I am basking in the sun. Jim. January 23, 1944. Dear Mom, today is Sunday, and the first day we have had off for quite a while. I got my pass this week and decided to stay in and sleep and do a little studying. We just got back from church. They have church services here on the post every Sunday. We usually go. So far my average is in the high 90s. I am trying to keep her there. I have about 9 hours of flying in. A lot of the boys have soloed and hope that I do the same soon. Did you receive the squadron picture yet? It is nice, but I got my eyes shut as usual. I wasn't sleepy that day. The sun was in them, that is all. We have about 6 more weeks primary. Primary is strictly a civilian-run school supervised by the Army. After primary, if the Army accepts us, we will go the basic. This is run by the Army with Army instructors. After so many hours, the Army pilots check each student, and if they are satisfied, they are sent on to basic. I hope I make it. It is raining today. This is the first rain we have had since we have been here, too. I have no picture of myself as flying tags as yet, but will probably get some a little later. Mom, it doesn't make much difference about the camera, as we cannot have them with us. Mom, if you haven't put anything in the paper about me, wait till I send you a picture. We may as well make it good, huh? Charles is still quite a way behind me. The thing he is going through now is some of the most important phases. I really wish him luck, too. You ask if I was busy now. Gee, we have hardly any time to ourselves. Thanks for the clippings. It is really nice to know a little that goes on. Gee, when I do get home, there won't be any of the fellas left, will there? I guess I will have to be satisfied with female company. Woo-woo. Well, sugar, give Sis a big juicy kiss for me. Take it easy. Yours, Jim. January 28, 1944. Dear Mom, well, kid, this week has been rather eventful. The boy has soloed. Yep, up in a big flying machine all by myself. Soloing consists of 3 stages. The first one, shooting 3 landings on an auxiliary field. The second one, shooting 5 landings on an auxiliary field. The third, 7 landings on the home field. I have completed 2 stages. Therefore, I still have my skunk stripe on my helmet yet. Landing is the process of bringing a ship in contact with the earth after you have managed to ascend into the blue. I have about 13 hours in the sky now. I am almost up for a 13-hour check ride. I hope I do okay. I have licked that air sick deal, I think. I don't know what made me get sick that first day. Gee, kid, that was terrible about Gene Scott. I believe I would have just given up. Oh well, I guess that is what really proves a fella's worth if can endure it. Thanks for Bill S.'s address. Now maybe I will get a little news from him. We're having some nice weather again. It seems funny not to see snow, but I like it just this way. It surely gets cold, though. How do you like the heater deal? I got the heater on my cedar. Boy, that squadron picture was really nice, wasn't it? Boy, the junk I am going to have at home. Kid, I don't know whether the scales are right here. I got weighed and the scales read 153 pounds. I am not surprised, though the way we eat. I was just figuring we have 8 hours sleep and we are on the go constantly for about 16 hours. I think we get a pass this week. I am not going out. I think I will stay in and get some sack time. Well, kid, I will sign off for now. Yours, Jim. P.S. Mom, will you please send my white crepe scarf? I can really use it. Thanks. We will be here about 5 more weeks. January 31, 1944. Dear Mom, well, kid, here is a little cabbage for your disposal. Boy, this flying pay deal is okay. Gee, kid, I surely wish you could have come out to see me. If only you can get the decision, we will be setting pretty, won't we? I didn't have a hard time getting you on the phone. I didn't mean I would be completely finished my training in 6 months. I meant 1 or 2 of the most important phases. That's all for now. I have to study. I just wanted to send the dough. Yours, Jim. February 7, 1944. Dear Mom, well, kid, I soloed out and have checked out a few ships. I have about 6 hours solo. Boy, the time really flies when you are up. Well, upper class graduated last Saturday evening. It was really nice. After graduation was over, we went to the dance. They had about 250 girls down from Fresno. That wasn't enough, but under the circumstances, it was okay. That was a swell idea, getting the pictures framed that way. I am anxious to see it, but that will have to wait. Yes, kid, I got that letter you sent from that fellow in California. I didn't get to see him, but I may before I leave. No, Mom, I don't know where I go from here, but it will still be out here. The farthest east the upper class went was Arizona. Most of them are still in California, though. Yep, I no longer have a skunk stripe. Good deal. Mom, you ask if I feel okay. You have to be in top-notch condition before they will let you fly, so I must be okay. Mom, I don't know whether you can or not, but would you try to get me a good electric razor? See John Feller and tell him to see if he can get me one. He will know more about it. I want one, but I don't think these little places would have any. Thanks. The lower class arrived today. They are eager as ever. We are now upperclassmen, big boys. We have about another month, then on to basic, we hope. Well, I went out off post last weekend. This is the first time I had been out. We hitchhiked to the neighboring burgs. Boy, are they little, but they had a movie, and that is all we were interested in. Well, kid, I guess I had better close for now. Give Sis a big hug and kiss for me. Take it easy. Yours, Jim. February 15, 1944. Hi, Mom. Well, kid, I get to take it easy for a day or so. I got a nice cold and went on sick call. The doc, he's only a captain, grounded me till I get over my cold. They take good care of you here. If you don't feel like flying, they don't let you fly. I'm glad the money helped. I will try to send about the same amount next time, too. I went to Dos Palos last weekend to a dance at the USO. I had a darn good time. I found a girl there that could really dance, too. The dance was about over when the hostess asked a friend of mine and myself if we wanted to stay in town with some people. We finally decided to do it. It turned out to be the principal of the local high school. Boy, what a swell home and bed. The next morning, she made us a swell breakfast, and we all went to church. She wanted us to stay for a chicken dinner, but we took a rain check on it. I can't get over how nice the home was. Gee, the people are so nice here. The woman got your name and address. She is going to write you. They are swell people, Mom. My pal and I went down to the USO next day. There were a few women there, so we danced. I bet I met about 20 girls over the weekend. Over half of them have cars. Oh boy. I now have about 28 hours flying in. I am about 4 or 5 hours behind. Oh well, just so I graduate with this class and be with some of my buddies. Most of them want pursuits, though, well, I want light bomber such as B-25s. How is my big sis coming along? How many bonds have we now? We should have quite a lot. We have been having $500 bond raffles here. I wish I would be lucky sometime. Chuck did okay, didn't he? I'm glad for him. Well, I have to close for now. Take it easy. Yours, Jim. February 22, 1944. Dear Mom, well, kid, the boy has been nursing a cold in the hospital for a couple days now. I'm feeling swell now. We have been having bad flying weather lately. Gee, I hope we get enough hours to graduate. I would hate to stay here 8 more weeks. When I was in the hospital, I built a model plane. It was pretty nice. The doc, a First Louis, kept it. I surely hope the trial came out okay, but I know it will, or did, I should say. You tell Babs that the guys in that picture are swell kids and probably wouldn't even look at her. Well, maybe a couple, as we were guaranteed for quite a while then. I'm kidding. Kid, you use your own judgment on the bookcase deal. It has been raining for a couple of days. I guess the people out here are having some of our kind of floods. Tough, huh? Yours, Jim. February 24, 1944. Hi, Mom. Well, I think I'll be around here a little longer than my class, as I lost quite a few hours while in the hospital, so I think I will be put back to H class. I'll let you know for sure later. Mom, will you send me Bill's address? I know you sent it once, but I must have misplaced it. Yes, kid, I really enjoyed the Valentines. They were beautiful. Mom, you can get that razor for me if you will. I don't know a heck of a lot about them, so I don't know if it is a good one, but John's word is good enough for me. Maybe I'm crazy for wanting one, but I do. Thanks. Gee, I wish I could graduate with my boys. Oh well, there are a few more staying back. At least I'll know a few guys. Well, kid, I guess this is all for now. Yours, Jim. February 27, 1944. Dear Mom, well, dear, I will be here for about another month. I lost too much flying time while I was in the hospital. I will be put back in H class. I hate to have my boys leave me, but such is life. When I found out that I was going to be held over, I applied for a furlough, but it was disapproved. I planned on coming home and surprising you, darn it. I went to a dance last night. I had a swell time, too. I usually do, don't I? I went to the show today and saw Salute to the Marines. It was darn good for a change. The boys just came in with their tall tales of the weekend. Boy, are they noisy. Wow. Some of the tales are fairly good, too. I might have to fool around for quite a while and not do much flying. I hope I do, though. Well, kid, the boys are getting boisterous, so I think I had better sign off. Jim.